Hey everybody, welcome back to JT channel. I look much different today because it's a chilly day here in Middle Tennessee. It was 60 some odd degrees 2 days ago and I can see my breath. Uh, Real quickly, housekeeping. I don't know why it looks like I have a black eye. Probably because it's bags, and as I've said in the past, I am a parent. Sleep isn't a thing. I'm joking. I do sleep plenty. But yeah, I don't know what this is. I spent the last 2 minutes as I was getting set up. You like this setup? I like this setup. And I was messing around because the sun was in my eyes no matter where I sat. If I sat on my porch or the gazebo or over by the cabin, the sun was in my eyes. So I was maneuvering to use the backyard, and I noticed this looks like I have a black eye for some reason. I don't. Nobody punched me in the face, at least recently. But of course, we are here to do honorable mentions for my top 10 YouTubers. If you've watched episodes 1 and 2, thank you so much. I don't have the brain capacity to run you through 10 all the way to 4, but please go check out those videos so you know what I like, and check out my subscriptions if you want. But we're about to do numbers 3 to 1 in the next video. So before we get there, some honorable mentions. I don't have the notebook because these I'm going to just kind of pull out of my head. There's 2 channels that are really special to me that I just don't watch much anymore. So they didn't make it into the top 10. But also I'm going to throw some other ones in there like Da Things. Starting with Da Things. If you've watched my first Trying to Laugh, you know who that is. She has I say she because it's Ellie is her name. She has a Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Ellie Spectacular. I've always wanted to, help, but struggling out here, tough times. But she makes YouTube poops. They're freaking hilarious. I'm behind right now on her channel because I want to save them for Trying to Laugh. If you don't know what a YouTube poop is, just Google it, or go to Da Things and see for yourself. So first shout out is Da Things. The second shout out is actually a channel that I'm not subscribed to. There's going to be a couple of those. There's a channel that my wife is subscribed to. It's the Dangy Bros. I can't believe I'm shouting them out. The Dangy Bros are a lot of fun. They're very silly. They like to build things and challenge each other to do different things. And they're really fun to watch. I'm not subscribed to them, but I watch the videos on my wife's channel. On my wife's YouTube, I should say. Speaking of my wife, Nerd Forge. She is from a completely different country. And she likes to build things, and she's a nerd. I don't know how else to explain it. Nerd Forge is an awesome channel. Again, one that my wife subscribed to. We do that a lot. She's subscribed to somebody that's going to be in my top 3, so I don't want to say the name, but she doesn't watch their videos on her YouTube. She watches them when I watch them. It's that simple. I mentioned Simon Miller. He's in the 6 to 4 video. So I have to talk about What Culture Wrestling, more specifically Adam Wilborn and Andy Murray. I watch their What Culture Wrestling news every morning, Monday through Sunday. Saturdays, it's Phil Chambers and Gareth Morgan, and Sundays, it's Andrew Pollard. They shift. Phil Chambers and Michael Hamflett have been doing it recently. Andy has taken some time off from a death in the family. I'm not sure where Adam is. But Andy and Adam specifically they've been there for me every single morning for so long. And even if it's not them, it's always What Culture Wrestling news every morning from the weekly duo, the Monday through Friday duo, to the Saturday solo and sometimes duo. And then of course it's solo Sunday news. It's wrestling news. I'm going to watch it every morning. And no, watching wrestling news in the morning does not make me an old man. It's a joke my wife made recently. I'm trying to think here. I think those are the big ones I wanted to mention. But there's 2 specifically. Oh, speaking of my other videos, number 10 of the top 10 was The Boys. One of them is in my top 3, so I won't mention him. But, Juicy was in there, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Josh Dubb or Your Narrator, or just Narrator. They're great too. But speaking of The Boys, one of the 2 big shots I want to do is Mully. If it wasn't for Mully, I wouldn't even be watching YouTubers anymore. Mully, his videos, the VR brush videos showed up on my Facebook, and I loved them. I was laughing. I'd share them, and I'd be like, man, this man's hilarious. And then one day I watched a video, and at the end of it, he says I love you, big yeet, and subscribe. And I'm like, subscribe? That's YouTube talk. It's literally what went through my brain. So I went to YouTube, looked up Mully, and you know the phrase, the rest is history. So thank you, Mully. If it wasn't for your silly, stupid brush video, videos ending up on my Facebook page, none of this would have been possible. But even before Mully, there was some dark times in 2020, and no, I'm not just talking about COVID. But before that, before 2020, I was watching a channel that used to be called Game Attack. They are now called a Hang Time. I watched Game Attack so often that I don't think I ever missed a video when they used to play PUBG all the time. I even went on there when I got engaged to my ex-wife and told them about it while they were playing PUBG. And one of the guys, Sean Bolin, used my announcement as an excuse for why he died almost instantly. So Hang Time, they're back on YouTube a lot more. They just did like an endless Baldur's Gate 3 run. It was like almost 200 hours or something. It was crazy. So obviously those two get major shout outs because without those two channels, I don't know where I'd be right now. So that's basically it. Let's see if I can remember them all. I can't, but there was The Things, there was Dangy Bros, there was Nerd Forge, all the other What Culture Wrestling guys. I love them so much. All the other What Culture channels, actually. And then, of course, Mully and, Hang Time. There's others out there. They're not the only, these aren't the only channels I'm subscribed to. Oh, Blako561. Blako561 is a deathmatch channel, so I wouldn't go there if I were you. And I'm not talking to AEW Texas death matches. I mean, these are the real hardcore, super violent, glass everywhere kind of death matches where there's like artery incidents and shit like that. So don't go to Blako561 if you have a weak stomach. Do go to Blako561 if you like insane violence in your pro wrestling, nonetheless. So that was the last one I got a shout out. But as always, if you come to my channel, you can look at my subscriptions, go through them. Here very soon, we'll do the top 3 for my top 10 YouTubers. But thank you everybody so much for joining me on this journey so far. Hopefully you're excited for the final 3, the reveal of my 3 favorite channels. And then, of course, after that, MAW's coming. There's more Trying to Laughs coming. FNAF 2's coming. So much on the way. But, that's it for now. Be on the lookout for the top 3 video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if you know these channels or if you've checked them out. And until then, I'm going to walk off and give you guys this nice wooden chair and this beautiful background. And this is JT channel. I am JT. I'll see you next time.